Hello. Boy, you just pop in right at the perfect time.
Perfect timing.
Right at the
Good
end
evening,
of
everybody. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I just finished up dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it took me a while to get the live set up and everything. I thought I had already set it up, and I'm like, "Wait, did I send out invites yet?" And then I went to go get the invites, and oops, I didn't even set the live up. So, yeah, a little late notice there, but we're here. Oh, boy. And I guess I could play something, and I kinda like this, video file. Let me see if I can find it now. This is this is a oldie but goodie. I'll go ahead and pop this in here real quick while everybody gets situated.
All right.
Walked into a bridal shop one day and told the sales clerk that she was looking for a wedding gown for her fourth wedding. Well, the saleswoman asked, "Just exactly what type of dress are you looking for?" "A long, flowing white dress with a veil," she responded with assurance. Not totally convinced, but afraid to offend the woman, the saleslady said, "You know, dresses of that nature are usually more appropriate for brides who are being married for the first time, for those a bit more innocent, if you know what I mean." Well, the lady retorted and put her hand on her hip. "I do know what you mean, and I can assure you I'm as innocent as the rest of them. Despite all my marriages, I remain as innocent as any first-time bride. And you see, my first husband was a dear, sweet man. It was a terrible tragedy, actually. All the excitement of the wedding was simply too much for him, and he died as we checked into the hotel on our wedding night." "I'm sorry to hear that," said the clerk, "but what about the others?" "Well, my second husband and I got into a terrible fight in the limousine on the way to our wedding reception. We haven't spoken since and got the marriage quickly annulled." "What about your third husband?" asked the store clerk. "Well," the woman replied, "he was a Democrat. And every night for 4 years, he just sat on the edge of the bed and told me how good it was going to be."
You missed the good old days of Reagan.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it was a good one. And it's amazing how you watch a president when they first come in, and at the end of that 4 years, how much they age.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Look at
And
Biden.
even if you are fighting a good fight, yeah, it definitely takes a toll on someone. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Robocanners. We got Grace in here. We got Dana B Charmin, Vester. Hey, Vester. Susie D. Good to see you, Susie D. I think that's about it. We got a bunch of lurkers in here. Oh, Bubble Bibble. Yeah, I seen the Bubble Bibble in here.
Heard from Jeff. He doing all
Uh,
right?
I haven't. I think he actually uploaded a video. He said he was uploading. I don't. It never popped up, so I don't know if he.
Seen I think it was yesterday. I seen he was driving in the rain.
Oh, okay. So he did upload it.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
say, well, you did
South
your
of.
rain video. He did his rain video. Now I need to do my rain video.
There you go. And I need to do a segment when I first start uh, the live stream. Everybody has to guess what cat's on my lap
The
because I
black one.
always have a cat on my lap.
There's one behind you in your greenhouse too.
Yeah, he has to keep eye on them chickens. Oh, there he is. Oh, and oh, come on. You gotta let go of my hand. Here's the cat today.
He's just melting into your hands. Man.
Uh, you got the nuts right. It's rug nut, but yeah, he still goes crazy on the rug for some reason. Once he gets on that thing, and he'll start going like this, and he'll start digging his claws into the rug and running around like crazy. Yeah.
Man, we've been getting some rain the last couple of days. It's much appreciated. I know that.
Oh yeah. I always watch True Grit, and yeah, their fields are, and they've had to feed them their hay that they cut the first cutting.
Yeah.
They've had to feed them that their cows, because there no grass is growing. And you got to think that that's just one farm. It's like that all over.
Yeah. I watched some of their video. I think they put out this morning. They were out harvesting some green beans and stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. All their stuff looks good now. They've been getting a bunch of rain.
Yeah. Especially down by the creek.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah. She gonna be putting up beans for a few days.
Oh, yeah.
They had that big old tub full. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I remember those days shelling
Yeah.
beans and stuff with my grandma.
Yeah. That was the thing. You sit out on the porch, and like I said, we got spoiled, because it used to be there was no air conditioning. You went out on the front porch, that was your air conditioning.
Yeah.
Sit on the rocking chair or the swing, and just uh shell did green beans, or shuck corn, or whatever. That was the pastime.
And shell beans to your thumb getting on.
Oh yeah. Especially, well, um I did I finally found a window to where I could go out and record today. So I think I got like 10 minutes of my garden, because the neighbor's working on his deck. So every time I went to go out to do something, or hammering, or they play music a lot. So it's like, and I hate doing voiceovers. Hey Tony, how's it going? Good to see you. We got Rudy in here too. Jeff, I sent you a link if you want to come up. I was asking 101 if he was going to go live tonight, and he didn't message me back, so he might have went home and went to bed. uh, what do we got here? Did have something else that I was going to play, and if I can find it, and I love the story of this, and Bigfoot has already done this. You know, when people say that they changed the Bible and they've changed the wording and all this stuff, this is amazing stuff. Let me go ahead. Uh, yeah, some people are saying he grew a couple inches. Who knows? I was showing it this morning where well, no, I think that was backstage, but um yeah, either that, or the other guy shrunk. It's hard to say. But here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
Have you ever heard that the Bible has been altered, tampered with, or changed? If so, you just found the right video. I'm going to break it down from a historical, biblical, geographical, and mythological standpoint. My goal is by the end of this video, you feeling comfortable in being able to answer the question, was the Bible ever changed? Historically speaking, the Old Testament was written approximately between 1400 BC and 400 BC. Now, the New Testament was written approximately between 8040 and 8090 AD. So approximately 3,400 years since the Old Testament was written and nearly 1,900 since the New. And to be transparent, the original manuscripts are likely lost since they have never been found. So if the original manuscripts are gone, then where does this Bible come from? I thought you'd never ask. You see, during that time, there was no printing. There was no way to print anything. And so if you wanted copies of something, it was done by a scribe. Could y'all really imagine how long it would take someone to rewrite the Bible? So knowing what I've told you so far, knowing that the originals are gone and that everything from there is basically a handwritten copy, can we truly trust the Bible? You see, the Holy Scriptures are God-breathed. And in Isaiah 40, it says that the Word of God will stand forever. So if the Scriptures say the Word can't change, what does history say? So let's talk about a guy by the name of Pontius Pilate. He is mentioned in all of the Gospels. You see, he served as the Roman prefect over Judea. And as such, he was the one who oversaw the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. What's interesting about him is that he is not only documented in the Bible and at the crucifixion and in all of the chapters of the gospel, he's also documented outside of the Bible, which shows a historical connection between the figures in the Bible as well as the figures outside of the Bible in other texts that had nothing to do with the Bible. You see, we also have manuscripts from a Jewish historian named Josephus. Josephus wrote history. He wrote about Pilate, but he also wrote about Jesus, and this was not the Bible. There are also archaeological sites that we have found that show these individuals' names carved in stone from the Roman Empire. So from a timeline standpoint, we definitely can say that there's a historical backing of the individuals that actually walked this earth and individuals that are mentioned in the Bible. There's a connection there. So step one was biblical. We can see that God's word says in the Bible that it can't be changed. Step two was historical. You can go to Israel right now and walk around all of the sites that are mentioned in the Bible. You can look at these tombs, you can look at these rivers, you can look at these seas, and you can see the breathed word in the Bible aligns with geographical and archaeological sites. But what about the copies of the transcript? Okay, the beauty about the manuscripts is that just 77 years ago in 1947, we found the Dead Sea Scrolls. You see, the interesting about this is that the Dead Sea Scrolls are ancient Jewish religious texts that were found in caves near the Dead Sea in Israel. These scrolls are considered the most significant archaeological find ever in the 20th century. You might ask why? Because the Dead Sea Scrolls show a 98 to 99% accuracy in compared to our Hebrew Bible today. And what's so significant is that it shows, even though these are copies after copies after copies, for whatever reason, they were so meticulously written and copied so that it shows a 98 to 99% accuracy. But what about the other 2%? And that 1 or 2% that I speak of, these were not additions or subtractions from the Bible. In fact, these were grammatical errors. These were the scribes that would be translating and writing down the words, and they would put a U instead of an O, or they would spell something differently. Not change the word. I mean, they would literally spell a word like they were trying to say boat, and they would spell it with a U instead of an O. Or they would say Jesus Christ or Christ Jesus. But we all know exactly who they were talking about. And theologians, historians, and atheists have all come to the conclusion that these 1 to 2% minor errors do not touch or change or alter the actual doctrine that is written in the scribes and the Hebrew Bible. And so I've heard this argument that it's been changed. Let me actually explain to you what it would take to actually change the Word of God. Someone would have had to have stolen over 6,000 handwritten manuscripts from all over the world. They would then have to somehow conspire to change all 6,000 of them while using the same handwriting and ink work, and then go on a mission to return all 6,000 of these manuscripts without being caught and never telling a soul. Back during a time where there was no internet. Now let me tell you the significance of 6,000 handwritten manuscripts just of the New Testament alone. We've all heard of Julius Caesar's, right? Yeah, Julius Caesar's Gallic Wars has about 10 manuscripts that are written. Aristotle's Poetics, we have 5 manuscripts. The writings of Herodotus, we have less than 7 to 8 manuscripts. The writings of Homer, less than 10. And what's crazy about these 6,000 biblical manuscripts is that they date back to about 100 or so years AD after the death of Jesus Christ. So what I'm saying is within decades of eyewitness accounts, there are writings that talk specifically about the events of the Bible within decades. What's crazy is Julius Caesar's Gallic Wars was written 900 years after its original. Aristotle, 1,400 years after the actual events. But there is not a high school or college campus that is not talking about Julius Caesar or Aristotle in some way. And let's not forget when Jesus told his disciples to go forth and share his word with Jews and Gentiles alike. Now, the disciples have gone out to share the word. And in doing so, that meant multiple different languages. So now, just within the first few centuries, the Bible has been translated into Syriac, Coptic, and Latin. So the Dead Sea Scrolls, found in 1947, has the book of Genesis and Exodus and all of these Old Testament books that are verbatim as our King James Version today. And outside of grammatical or spelling errors, the actual doctrine has not changed at all. So now if you're wondering why almost every mainstream religion of size has a version of Jesus in it, I think you know why. Nor the Bible talks about Muhammad or Buddha, but they all have a version of Jesus. I think it's also interesting to ask the question, why were these scribes so specific on being so detailed with this word? It's almost as if they knew the reverence that it held. It's almost as if they knew how serious each and every word meant. And so anytime somebody says to you, hey, guess what? The Bible has been tampered with. You just sit back and say, it is not your job to prove to them that it has not been, but you ask them to prove that it has. And what you'll find after you dive deep and deep like I have into them, I've looked at atheists, I've looked at different types of religions and churches. You will find that the consensus is broad through everyone, that the canon 66 books of the Bibles are the breathed and accurate words of God. And so you can't have it both ways. You can't be the type of lukewarm Christian that says, you know what, I believe in a little Jesus on the side, but I don't believe in all those words in that book. If you don't believe in every word of that book, then you don't believe in Jesus. How do I know this? Because John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is Eric Scott with the Lions Faith Podcast. I love each and every one of you. Sorry it was a little long, but there's so much that I can go into talking about the biblical accounts and the accuracies of the manuscripts. I could actually make a part 2 because there's so much more to talk about. You guys have a blessed day. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. all that writing and stuff. Compared to, we have computers and stuff to do this stuff now, and still couldn't hold a candle to it.
Oh yeah. I couldn't imagine being a scribe in those days. That was a difficult job for sure.
Yeah, and you just didn't go down and start copying things. It was, if you got caught, bad things is going to happen to you. So many times you hear about what happened to these people that were copying copying the Bible down and whatnot. It wasn't a pretty picture. That's for sure.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Let me see. I think it's this one right here. Let me mute just in case. It's about the shooting. Oh, it seems like every time you turn around, there's more that's coming out.
Oh, yeah. There's been
Yeah.
some wild news here locally the last week too.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I haven't even been over to my other email to see if anybody's. Oh yeah, actually, you emailed me a couple times. What was the Gators?
Oh, that was it was filmed earlier this month, but it was a guy, I guess a guy and his wife, or a guy and his daughter. I couldn't tell by the video, but they were down in the Okefenokee swamp, and there was just hundreds of gators everywhere they looked. I mean, there was just gators everywhere. Don't know if it was mating or what exactly it was. It just looked weird to see that many gators concentrated in one area. I mean, we have them here, but to see hundreds at one time, that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And it was it before or after the rain?
I think the video originally surfaced July 17th, to my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
So, and then of course that's South Georgia, so they usually get a little bit more rain consistently than we do. So it
Yeah,
could have something to do with it.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. If it's a lack of rain and all of a sudden it starts raining, they probably come out in droves.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. Gator mating is late spring. Yeah, don't watching that show. There's a certain time when you can go hunting for them, and times that you can't. Swamp people or whatever it was called.
Yeah, yeah. I used to love watching them shows.
Yeah. I still watch that one guy, the one that just wore the overalls, the bandana, long hair.
I can
He
picture him. I can't think of his name.
I think he does. I think he's on TikTok now. He does Cajun cooking.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's usually got a bandana on, overalls, got a
Yeah,
mustache.
yeah,
Just watched one of his videos the other day. He made a what do you call it? A swinging chicken, where he had this can, and you know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
You poke holes in it, put your coals in there, and just kind of let it sit there. And after a couple hours, it's just as tender and juicy as you want it to be.
yeah, yeah. I've been hearing there's a lot of earthquakes in Texas here lately, and some people are saying it's because of what you call it up north, um,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Yeah,
It could be. I don't follow it as much as some, but I have seen reports that one area in West Texas, they have been getting lit up with earthquakes and stuff like that.
yeah. Because if you follow the fault down, it goes straight across there.
That would
Hey,
make sense.
Rose, how you doing? I think Jenny's came in here. Sue.
Genes.
Huga Homestead. Hope you're having a good day. And Ginger Ninja.
Happy Friday.
CJ's in here. I think that's everybody. Yeah, I haven't been to Yellowstone in a long time.
I love to
And
visit.
there's a lot of different parts. It's just not like one park. It's in different areas, actually in different states too. The one I went, I think the best part where I went to was in Wyoming. I'm not sure of the other ones. Not Wyoming. Yeah, it was Wyoming, wasn't it? I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I had a buddy
Um,
of mine. He lived in what was it, Laramie, Wyoming for a while, and he went out there and visited Yellowstone a couple times.
yeah, the pole. We're actually due for a pole switch, which wouldn't be too nice. um,
Yeah,
yeah, not saying that everybody would get deleted or anything, but uh, probably people in the north would really be cold, and I do believe like past the equator would get warmer. So they say, but
yeah.
who knows?
As long as Georgia don't turn into Canada, we all right. I think we'll make it.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be too nice. It kind of reminds me of that one movie where it turned off, everything froze in the north,
Oh, the
and
day
everybody
after.
had to go to Mexico.
I think that was the day after with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. Mm. Yeah, I think it was New York. Yeah, they were completely frozen in the movie.
uh, you can keep that mustard stuff.
You never liked
It-
mustard?
no, I do make deviled eggs with mustard though,
Okay.
but it has to. It's not that yellow baby poop looking stuff. It's the more grainier stuff, the
Yeah,
natural
that's
stuff.
that's the kind I prefer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess brown mustard. They say I don't know stone ground.
yeah,
I don't eat it a whole lot. When I'm grilling stuff, I use it for a binder on my meat before I season it.
yeah. Oh yeah, chicken in a can. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that used to make the best chicken salad sandwiches. Oh, or
yeah.
um, cream of chicken sandwiches, or what do they call them?
Chicken salad sandwich.
No, it's I think it's cream of chicken sandwich.
Never had that one.
It's a northern thing. It's basically you take chicken and it's kind of like the opposite of pulled pork sandwich, but with chicken and mushroom soup,
Okay,
or cream of chicken soup,
I
and
try it.
and then you just put it on on the bread or the bun and eat it that way.
Yeah, I think.
I usually don't have cowboy candies left at that time. I, I'm I'm
Oh,
at a
good.
dilemma right now of, should I make cowboy candy relish or should I make salsa? And right now I've got a counter full of tomatoes, and I've got 5 plants of jalapenos out there ready to go. So I might end up making salsa.
Or do both. I don't know how much you have to split it up like that, or
Well,
I know
you
you.
need 3 pounds of jalapenos for cowboy candy.
And how much does that yield after you make it?
About 6 to 8 quarts, or I mean, little 4-ounce things,
Okay,
half pints.
but
Yeah,
how we eat that stuff, it could get going quick.
yeah, and that's what I was thinking about. Instead of doing the half pints, I was thinking about doing pints and then do a double batch, because I went through them little jars, and the best part is the leftover, the juice and stuff, because
Yeah,
I can that too, because like on a ham, you glaze that with, it's some of the
yeah.
best glaze ever.
Or put on some greens or some beans or something.
Yeah, I made potato salad with it. Oh, best potato salad ever.
Yeah,
Uh,
that'd be an interesting kick.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I wouldn't waste that juice either.
I keep seeing this thing with the pineapple, and Rebel Canner says it's um, cowgirl candy instead of cowboy candy.
So
It's
what's the
cowgirl.
difference? You just had pineapple.
Yeah, it makes it a girl.
What if you substitute the pineapple for peaches? What would that be? Would that be the Georgia Cowboy?
It may be
Uh,
Georgia cowgirl.
hey, I'll vote for that.
Yeah.
Need more cowgirls. Yeah, I might. Well, I might try to make up some. I went to the farmers market the other day, and I was thinking about getting some stuff to make some peach salsa. I seen a recipe, and I seen
Oh.
um this local company. They put out like different salsas, and they had a variety. And it's just ingredients. What you see in there is what you're getting. Ain't no extra words into it. But I tried theirs, and it was pretty good. I think if I do it, I'd like to make it a little more spicy. It wasn't really as spicy as I thought it was going to be, but the,
Mhm.
the peaches made it pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably say I'm gonna be doing tomatoes, some sort of tomato sauce, or I might do like just whole tomatoes, canning those, because my um and it's just 3 plants, and which I didn't think they were gonna make them, because something ate them to the stub, and they came back, and they're probably about 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, and they're just loaded with tomatoes. So more
I
than
saw a
likely,
couple,
I'm gonna be doing canning tomatoes again this year.
saw a couple of mine did. I had a few scragglers, and I had almost gave up hope on them. But shoot, now that things turned around, they turned out to be some of the better ones.
Yeah, and I've had neighbors coming over and asking me, how is your garden growing? And I said, well, it's doing pretty good. I mean, I haven't been out here weeding it as much as I should, because my corn is 8 feet tall.
Oh, nice.
It's higher than I can reach, so it has to be at
Getting
least
any
8.
years yet?
Just started. In the last couple days, I've seen them pop up. The windstorm, it did some damage on some. One of the tops broke off, so I don't know if
Hmm.
that one's going to produce anything, or if it had time to fertilize itself with the other ones. But the one that broke off, I went around, kind of helping the situation a little bit, rubbing it up against the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and my beans are already up about 4 feet tall. Um,
Nice.
there's Joe. My Squash is doing pretty good, and I just planted a week ago zucchini, and it's going pretty good. But the neighbor says he hasn't got anything to. He has tomato plants with not one potato. He says I got flowers but no tomatoes, and his cucumbers died, and um, he said no lettuce, no spinach, nothing.
Oh.
And he don't understand why mine is doing so good. And I said I got some buddies over there that help me out. And he looks over there and has seen the rabbits. What does that do? And I said, well, if you want some rabbit poop, I can give you some rabbit poop. And he said, well, do I mix it with the soil? And I told him, all I do is put like a scoop in a 5-gallon bucket, and then fill it with water, and then I use the drill to mix it up, and then let it set for a day, and then pour it on my garden, and then you'll see it just goes. It's almost like watching a little plant just go whoosh. And the other neighbor across the way, he grew corn, and last year, because I was thinking, I should grow corn. I mean, he grew corn there. I should be able to grow it here. And his corn, he planted it like probably a month before I did mine, and his is only maybe 2 feet tall. Yeah. And I think he completely gave up on his garden. But cabbage, I went out there today to check on everything and do some recording, and the whole inside of one of my cabbages was ate up. Something got to it. So I just pulled it out of there and gave it to the rabbits. My other 2 I'm going to take out tomorrow and probably do some sauerkraut.
Shoot.
Ooh. So yeah, I'm going to have fun tomorrow with that.
Get some nice weather. I'm gonna try to do some more planting tomorrow. Do another round of some things.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be nice down there. You guys can keep planting stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through my seed book and see what all I want to do another round of.
Flat cabbage? Not that I know of. Unless it's the one Jeff falls on.
I'll be right back.
No.
Yeah, and my corn is like infested with ladybugs. I've never seen so many ladybugs on corn before, which is good. So I hope they spread out and because my cucumbers have a bunch of ants, which ants means you have oh crap, what are the little things? Oh, they're little bug. Oh, I can't remember the name of them. Yep, that's it, Susie D. Aphids. Yep. And that's usually means you have aphids. And one of the plants shows it. But again, ants will eat those. So it's kind of, and the ants aren't doing any damage. So I'm not too worried about them, but I've carried a couple of the ladybugs over there so they can help out.
How is my internet coming in?
That sounds good.
That's the reason it took me so picking long to get up here.
Oh, was you having a hard time connecting?
Yeah, I haven't had really my laptop opened up in what, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And it seems like everything's wanting to jump and trying to get caught up on everything.
Oh yeah. Seems like if you take a break for a couple of days, everything has updates when you come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's, so, oh,
Yeah, I have since this morning I haven't really looked at anything on the news because it's changed so much.
I'm highly
Oh, please.
surprised you haven't looked at the news. But tell me if I'm right or wrong about this. They have identified 2 different people up in Pennsylvania. 3.
Yeah, it's the 3 I was telling 101 about.
But that one, they say that he worked. Oh, what was the name of that group? Alphabet group up there. Darn, I can't even think of the name of it.
Well, if you watch the full um, video from the cop, if you watch the full video, because there are tons of the videos out there that they nitpick through and splice it together and all that stuff. You have to watch the full video. When he goes through that gate where he kind of gets stuck in the gate, where he had to crawl down, and when he comes back up, there are the 2 people off to the right that they're escorting away that they held because they were suspicious. Those are 2 of the 3 other than the shooter that was suspicious. And they held them, but after the shooting was over, they let them go and they escorted them off toward the water tower because there's a road back there. And you can every once in a while it'll pan off and you can see them.
I wonder what made them suspicious.
The way they were acting and doing things. They were trying to they were making a scene to where Popo was paying attention to them, and that's when
like a distraction or diversion.
The guy disappeared and they couldn't find him anymore.
Okay.
Now, I did see a picture of the shooter up on top of the building, of a person on top of the building. It was a still photo. That guy looked like he had long hair.
Yeah, he does have long hair.
But the guy but the one they keep showing that says is the shooter has got short hair.
Yeah, stop looking at when he was 16 years old. That's the problem. They keep showing his picture when he was 16. He's 20 now. He has long hair. If you look at the picture of him from up in the window, when they took a picture of him from up in the window, because he was behind that little pillar area. They show a picture of him up top. He has long hair.
I wonder why they keep showing that particular image from 4 years ago versus now.
Because he's innocent looking.
Oh, okay, that image they want to put out. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what the media does, you know. And there are recent pictures that they have of him, but they keep putting that when he was 16 years old.
Yeah, the pimple-faced 16-year-old kid.
Yeah. I mean, he's not much bigger now, or was.
Yeah.
But because I mean he's a small guy. Or was a small guy, should put.
Yeah.
Hey, Mountain Grandma. Yeah, that's
Well, weekend I'm going to end up making what did I say it was? The apple mixture that you do with pies and stuff.
Oh, apple pie filling?
Apple pie filling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some of that this weekend. Yeah. And I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna make some more ballistic gel. The jalapeno jam.
Yeah, I was wanting to make some hot pepper jam too. I just don't have that many peppers. And the farmer's market up there is not selling them, so I might try to hit another one up and see if they're going to have any jalapenos. Because I probably could use about 10 pounds of jalapenos.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm fixing to do that probably make a whole bunch of people cringe. Okay. Since we do not have a farmer's market here, I'm just going to have to break down and go to the grocery store and buy a whole bunch of stuff to make what I want. But in the end, it's going to be like this. When prices have gone up and everybody is struggling to get what they want, I'll have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I'm looking at. And I saw a thing that said what is illegal to hoard. Dude, practically every cotton picking one of us are breaking the law.
Ooh. Yeah, you are lucky. Well, I don't. It's more of a. They grow it in the farm. They say they don't spray. The fertilizer they do use is not the best, but it's probably better than stuff you would get in the grocery store. So, you sent me an email.
TH2, trust me, I've been looking at recalls.
Oh yeah, there's some bad ones.
I saw one pop up the other day about coffee.
Coffee, yeah, it's not the coffee you think. It's the pre-made liquid stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But
okay, Gail Southern Living on this video. On this video, I see they say 2 cases considered.
Yeah, you're lagging now.
Damn, that was
I thought it might have just been on my end. Okay.
Well, the thing is, that's where canning comes in handy because if it has an expiration date, it's not
Oh,
considered.
that's also considered.
Well, I'm going by actual law that they have.
That is considered also.
If anything's expired, that they can't take it, and it's not considered hoarding. And you can't put an expiration date on canned food or, the
I'm gonna
jars.
say no, you can't. Right, you can't. But
Yeah.
I don't want to be a smart aleck about it, but what do you call it? Check it out. I can't think of the name of the word. Do your research. Do research on it.
Yeah. That's like anytime I can find. It's not potato season right now, but
I'm about ready
when
to shoot this thing.
potato season does come in, I'm gonna do a lot of canning some potatoes.
How's your sweet potatoes coming along?
They're starting to kick in. So hopefully, as long as I get enough to where I can store it until springtime, to where I can put a couple in the dirt and get some slips off of it, because I'm gonna double it next year. But I just want to get that variety so I'll have it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because I can't find it up here, and I forget it's Georgia something. They're really good all around
Back
sweet
in
potatoes.
Yeah, I think the Appalachian channel you mentioned earlier, True Grit. I think that's what they mentioned about their beans. They said they were having some trouble finding them, and then they
Yeah,
ordered some Pulse beans, and they love them.
yeah. I've always called them cranberry beans, but they have like 10 different names for them. It's the ones that have like the speckles all over them, the red
Yeah,
speckles,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
and you can tell the difference between those and the one you get in the store because you have to soak them for such a long time. You don't like beans?
Like pretty much all beans that I can think of that I've tried.
Yeah, I got some ugly tomatoes. Here, let me go get one.
Ugly tomato contest. Huh. As long as it's not Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, you'll be all right. See, that's the convenience of going live right from your greenhouse. You can just go run and grab a tomato.
It's weird. My purple Cherokee. Well, it's kind of. I don't know if you can see
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh, the green's not showing up.
it's like a donut tomato when you held it up. You
Yeah.
can see through it. Oh, that's a good one though.
Oh yeah. Here's the butt end of it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's. I had to do some serious negotiating around the vine to get this thing out of there. Yeah, they're more red this year for some reason. My purple Cherokees.
Same batch from last year.
Yeah, because I use this. I bought one pack of seeds from Haas Tools. In the first year, um, I harvest like maybe 5 tomatoes and save the seeds from that. And that's the seeds I've been using. So I used, I think, 6 seeds out of the pack, and that's it. Every seed
That's
came
good.
up. Yeah. Yeah, the pineapple. Oh man, the pineapple tomatoes are good too. But yeah, my favorite are still the purple Cherokees, even though it doesn't look purple, but it's still pretty dark red.
Oh yeah.
uh, when I was making dinner, I also made some uh, cucumber salad with
Oh
tomatoes
yeah.
and
Shoot, yeah.
onions and garlic and stuff. Hey Jan, good to see you.
I'll make a bad big bowl of that and put it in the refrigerator about once a week.
Oh yeah, it doesn't last that long though. Oh, and my favorite cucumbers now are those English cucumbers because I've tasted them in the store and stuff, and I said they're okay, but when you grow them, oh, whole new flavor. Oh, they're so good.
I'm gonna
Um,
order me some of them. I'm gonna grow some next season.
um, the one I the one I just picked was probably 2.5 feet long, but it was all curled up. So it was like a
Some
twist.
goat horn.
Yeah. So I'll get like 3 or 4 bowlfuls of or big salad bowl full of salads for that. Oh, they're you'd be surprised at different taste compared to the store bought ones. I was like, oh man, those are so good. And
Yes,
next year I want to do kind of like a setup like Rebel Canners has, where she has the panel going over to another one, and have the cucumbers growing up over that. This year, unfortunately, um, my cucumbers, the hailstorm got them, and I've got like probably about 8 foot of vine, and then at the very end of it, it started growing leaves and stuff. So I've got like a big old vine that is just laying in the dirt, and the rest is growing up the little trellis I made. I don't think I showed my cucumbers. I may have in my video.
Harvest Mary Moon, I guarantee you it's going to be cornbread involved.
yeah. We're seeing this one cooking guy's video. He's I don't know. He's usually like on a porch or a patio, and usually got on overalls or something. Got a beard, and he's making some good stuff. And at the end, he said, "Yep, now we gotta have that cornbread." And he's always got a big old cast iron pan of cornbread, fresh made.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking is because uh, I don't know why I did Romas, but they turned out good. I grew Roma tomatoes last year, and I think maybe they might have cross pollinated because I used last year's seeds this year, and I think that's what because they do look really bright red like a Roma tomato, but the insides are all um, purple Cherokee. Oh man, they're so good, real meaty.
When you find that video, what? Email it.
What's that?
But the man with the cornbread.
All right, yeah, y'all might have seen his video. Y'all might have seen. I can't think of his name.
What we cooking now? Is that how he starts his videos off? In
might be.
Louisiana? Yeah.
He got kind
We
of
need
somewhat
to-
of an accent, somewhat of a little accent.
And he cooks everything in cast iron over the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's on TikTok.
Oh,
I don't know
does
if
he
he's
do
on
a little
YouTube or
jig
not.
at the end?
No,
Does he
not
do
that
a
guy.
little jig at the end?
No,
Not Kent Rollins.
No, not Cowboy. No.
no, it's not him. This
Okay.
is he's a Louisiana accent.
But it's always he's always cooking up something good. He's always got cornbread to go with it.
Let me see. Let me get.
Well, you
Let me see if
know,
I
I made a
I
whole
can't remember
bunch of
his name.
cornbread coming up. And
What happened to
I
TikTok?
liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. And I finally found Bruce Mitchell is who you thinking about.
I don't know.
On Gator's show with the cover halls and the long hair.
No, not
Oh.
Bruce. No. We just talking about Bruce earlier. That was his name. I couldn't remember what Bruce's name was. Yeah.
TH2, we got it.
Got what? What did we get?
He said third time Bruce Mitchell.
Oh, that was that. Yeah, that was that other guy we were talking about.
And
I'm not thinking this guy's name to look him up.
We'll think about who we're talking about. I
can see the guy in my mind.
When's the last time you saw a video?
About 2 days ago.
Who?
Yeah. We'll see if it's the same guy you're thinking of. What?
I bet it is.
I would
yep, this guy.
Yeah. Okay,
yep,
you ready?
That's him.
I don't know what video this is. I just picked one.
I've seen him.
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen him one time.
took my recipe, got it in a box. You can go and get it on Amazon.
MF Cornbread.
On my website, cookingwithcajun.net. You can get it on my Etsy account. It's all like crawfish.
There we go.
Boy, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to start off with about 3 pounds of
I
good
wonder what the
crawfish tail.
MF stands for.
We're going to take this blue plate, hot and spicy. Get it in here, and we're going to give it a mixing. And I'm going to tell you, the best thing to mix this with, or the best tools God gave you, these 2 hands.
Stomach.
All right, get you a good handful. You can see
Yeah.
I dropped 1 or 2 in there to check the grease.
Chitlins?
Let's make a sandwich.
That's
I'm gonna
shrimp.
start off aligning this up with some fried crawfish tail.
Or crawfish, yeah.
I'm gonna go with some fresh
Oh, yeah, some good
garden
stuff.
tomato. A little bit of shredded lettuce at the garden.
I don't know if I can make that any bigger or
Pickles.
get rid of that side thing or not. No.
Dill
Don't look
pickles,
like it.
that is. And then we're gonna top it off
You gonna get rid of your side thing?
with the blue plate. Good old blue plate mayo. That will definitely hit the spot. Sausage ball. Like crawfish.
Yeah, I like watching his videos.
This is a Italian meatball stuffed in homemade bread with a homemade marinara sauce.
Yeah, this guy is cooking with Cajun.
Cooking with
All right,
Cajun.
we got about a pound of ground pork. We're gonna get that browned up. All right, so we got a tablespoon of garlic salt. about a teaspoon of chili flakes. We got about a tablespoon of basil and about a tablespoon of oregano. And then, of course, we're going to hit it.
Yeah, everybody says, why didn't he weigh like 300 pounds? He said, I'm sitting inside this sweat lodge here.
Yeah. You got
As
that
soon as I
fire
eat, it
constantly
sweats off
going.
me. Yeah, he has some good cooking though. And it's always on cast iron on the fire.
Hmm.
He'll bake a cake and everything right out there. Every once in a while, his wife comes up in there. Not too often though, because she doesn't like that stuff. YouTube or TikTok stuff. See if I can find. Can't find her. And they never put these people in alphabetical order or anything. So you have to scroll through each and every one of them to find who you're looking for. It's this other lady that cooks. Oh, and there's that Italian guy that I said looked like 101.
Southern lady who cooks. It wouldn't be Brandy Gant.
Just spit it out real fast, Jeff.
What was the question?
Something about wouldn't be burr or that's all I got. And it you notice it only lags when he says somebody's name or something. I didn't get that last bit either. Oh, here's somebody else I like is Tiny. Oh, she was on Gordon Ramsay's one of his shows.
Oh man, I bet that'd been a blast.
Okay, that's not one right there.
You call this medium rare? I can't even serve this to my dog.
Check out chat, private chat.
Oh, probably not. I don't know if I've seen that one or not.
That lady is off the hook. That lady's off the hook.
Sounds familiar.
Brent, yeah, she's in Georgia. Wait a minute. One's in Georgia, the other's in South Carolina. Yeah, Brent, yeah, she's in Georgia. Cooking with Mimi is in South Carolina.
Cooking with Mimi? That sounds familiar too.
Yeah.
There's Southern Meemaw.
She is a church-going lady. No.
She does some good cooking.
That's what I used to call my dad's mom, me mom.
Oh,
Let me find something.
I'm gonna do a plug here.
A tobacco? Mondays with me. That's a cookbook?
That's a cook. Yeah, it's pretty good. Southern cooking,
I know it's got some good stuff in there.
and you know it does. Everything in here she's cooked. You can go to a YouTube channel and check her out. Also, sour
Okay,
cream pecan pie. Damn, it does sound good.
I don't think I ever had it, but I'd give it a shot.
I would too. You know what's the worst thing that can happen? Blech.
I don't like it. They get me a
That's
piece of
it.
cheesecake to wash it down.
Oh,
You
there's
got peach dumplings,
Mama Pia too.
Yeah, the Italian.
Mama
Yeah, I
who?
love watching her. I
Yeah.
love watching her videos. It's like an
Uh,
Italian grandma.
pull up Polish your kitchen.
Bet they're
That
cooking
woman
Polish
is
food.
awesome. Also, yeah.
Oh, here's some, but
Oh,
TikTok is having issues. It's not putting up the videos now.
so it ain't. So it's not just me.
Well, I don't know. Their web browser
Gee,
always
thanks
has
a lot.
issues though. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and close it. It's not popping up videos now. But this,
How do you pronounce that name? Serena Norell?
yeah,
She asked why again.
yeah. Jeff's having a hard enough time talking on here, let alone putting his camera up. Probably lag him out really bad then.
I don't want to scare the audience.
Sandy M, I'm so glad you know that channel.
Always heard of the pierogies. I've never had them.
You notice how after I brought that 9/11 thing up, it's all over the news now. That's I actually seen it on primetime news now.
Mm.
In the last 6 months to a year, I've been noticing something that every time yourself, 101, or myself bring something up, everybody else starts bringing it up also.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ooh.
what? Did we get cut?
No, but ooh, I don't like this. This is in Paris too. Let me see if I can bring it up on Twitter.
A whole bunch
I don't
of
even know.
people
I don't even
involved.
want to play this. I don't know if I should even play it.
Is it about a bunch of people out in the streets and everything?
No, this is about the Last Supper.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And oh yeah. drag queens
Grace,
making fun of it.
no.
Yeah, I'm not even going to put that up there. I don't even want
Grace,
to
I'm not
block
hearing
it.
you about that.
I was, but no, I'm not going to do it.
No, you don't want to. You don't want that image embedded in somebody's memory.
Oh, that's sick. Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially with the Olympics
Grace.
kicking off today. There's going to be a lot going on in Paris, unfortunately.
Yeah, it says disgusting drag queens mock Lord's Supper at Paris Olympic opening ceremony. This is a ceremony for the
Oh, this
Olympics.
is part of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I
Well,
definitely won't be watching it.
Oh man.
so I got to get the last laugh.
Yeah, it's
Oh boy.
insane.
Now, great. I give up.
Nick Shirley? No, I don't think I have. Okay.
Now,
Yeah,
Grace,
I
I was
had
trying
just
to
seen
say
it.
what you posted.
Yeah, I just seen it, and I was going to play the video, and then no, I can't play it. I'm sure everybody will see it though. Um, yeah, that's disgusting. I've seen other people, copy it and everything, but that's way and beyond. Yeah. If them people wake up in a volcano, they'll know why.
And unfortunately, anytime they
I
have
don't
those
think it's
big
going to be a
gatherings, events,
volcano.
they definitely get bold with their ceremonies and their imagery. They don't mind hiding it anymore.
Yeah.
They just show you what they feel about it.
What are you doing? Stop being a order cat. YouTuber arrested for deliberately
I know I have
DVR
not
trains
said
review.
earlier. Hello to everyone in YouTube. Hello, Mountain Grandma. I'm late. I'm a guy. What do you expect? You know, Spoon, I had to read that comment twice. I thought it said, "Isn't CERN a female?"
Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
multiple areas.
two
Well,
countries.
they have a version of it here in Tennessee, and it's supposed to be something up there in Alaska too, but I can't say for sure if it is or not.
Grace said Trump will be holding another rally in Pennsylvania in honor of the fallen firefighter.
CERN is in Switzerland, or well, in Switzerland and the
Not far from it.
on the border. So I don't know if that means
Right on the border.
Yeah, if it goes over into France, but because it's big. I forget how big they said the tunnel or the loop is. It's miles long though.
Yeah, yeah. The diameter and circumference, yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Olympics used to be, I used to love watching Olympics, you know, and didn't have to be, you know, rooting for United States or anything. I just love competition type stuff. Anything athletic
Exactly.
and stuff like that. I always liked that, but not when, not when they're going to do stuff like that. That's, oof.
I don't know what it's called, but it's almost set up like volleyball, but instead of using their hands, they use their feet. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I watched them play a match of that the other day, and I said, "Well, I didn't even know that was a sport," but it was fun to watch.
Yes, very, very much so. And you know they had to approve it somewhere down the line. Oh, this will be really entertaining. You know how oh everybody will enjoy this. Yeah,
Mm.
it makes you wonder.
Uh, my best memory was in '96 when it came to Atlanta, Georgia,
Oh
and then ultimately that was tarnished by events as well. Yep, I remember the guy being escorted by the state troopers through Augusta, seeing him carry the torch. That was pretty cool. I said, "Man, he's gonna run all the way to Atlanta." My mom said, "No, eventually he hands it off to somebody else and they do it." I said, "Okay."
yeah, FBI is trying to say Trump wasn't hit by a bullet. He was hit by shrapnel, but his doctors confirmed it that it was a bullet. And you see the bullet whizzing on by in that picture too. And if it what did it hit first to make shrapnel?
Hmm. You know, it was today in 1908 that the FBI was founded.
Ooh, this is interesting.
1908. I thought it was earlier than that.
Department of Homeland Security has raided a Chinese glass manufacturing plant in Moraine, Ohio.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I wonder what was the reason. Glass plant.
which explains the raid on the
The-
glass. IRS criminal investigation and other law enforcement agencies are conducting federal search warrants at the Glass American and 27 other locations in the Dayton area as part of an ongoing criminal investigation. Hmm. See if there's a video here. Oh, no. Oh, just pictures.
oh, damn. I thought I was muted. Sorry about that.
Oh, there are a bunch of them. Yeah, that'll be all over the news. Well, actually, let's go. Let's
I used
see
to be
what
in
they
the
say.
Olympics. I was javelin catcher.
There we go.
Also, Homeland
Yeah.
Security is there as well. Show us what you're seeing.
Well, Letitia, this all began about 10:30 this morning with a raid that I believe is being led by Homeland Security. In fact, you take a look behind me, you can see a command post, a mobile command post they have set up here in the parking lot of the Fuyad Latin America plant in Crete Lane here in Moraine. And then again, as we look a little bit further off to the right, you can actually see the big building, big part of the plant here, the Fuyad Latin America plant. And about 10:30 this morning is when agents from Homeland Security, along with ICE, that's Immigration and Customs Enforcement, as well as people from the Sheriff's Office here in Montgomery County went in. We're looking at some of the video from when we first got here. Again, about 10:30 this morning, they arrived here. We do not know exactly what type of action they're taking, whether it's enforcement action, whether it's information gathering. We are still working to learn those exact facts. We can tell you that this is not the only location in the Miami Valley where some of these raids are happening. This morning, we are continuing to gather information about them as well. And we are also asking just how long this particular investigation has been going on, which led to today's raid, and we assume serving of search warrants. We are reaching out to Homeland Security, hope to have more information for you.
Nope, that's it.
Huh, that's pretty big. Several locations.
I know what it is too. It's the immigrants in the glass company are going to be voting for Trump, so they're going to deport them. I'm just joking. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past the FBI and Homeland Security doing that now, because it's on the fishy side now.
Yeah. Who knows what comes out of that? Something of that magnitude and that many locations. They've definitely been looking at something for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first I've heard it. That happened today?
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard of it.
French Swiss airport evacuated
Then you
due
know
to
it's something bigger.
bomb threat of at the Olympics. You're going to see a lot of that in this next couple weeks, because they're already having trouble with the trains and stuff.
Yep.
I think there's something going on in the fairgrounds, because I hear live music going on right now.
Huh. Might be.
It's your neighbor.
No. they play
and
that's
we
me
will
playing
make America great again.
Be right back. I gotta grab some tea.
Why don't you go grab some tea? Aha. Bushcraft.
what is today? This says the 26th. Rock.
Yep.
Coshocton motor and there's a music festival going on. That's why. I didn't know.
Okay.
I have to Google it to find out. They must be having it early, because this, unless it's started Okay, yeah, it did start the 26th. 3 days of music, camping, vendors, motorsports, and more. Let's see who they have. Anybody I actually know? Blackberry Smoke, Charlie Bonnet, Tennessee. No, ain't nobody I know. Appalachian Outlaws, White Morgan. No, I don't know any of them. Yeah, I was going to ask you guys if you can hear it through my mic. That's what I was wondering. Because I've got my AC in the window and you can hear like a lot of stuff outside. And right now it's booming. I thought earlier it was, somebody playing music down the road, but now it's booming. Okay. Oh,
They calling for more rain here tomorrow.
yeah, you're going to see a lot of stuff in the news tomorrow. And really hate looking at the news and not seeing anything good.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, you used to have like good stories and, you know, uh, somebody being saved and this and that, and somebody being a hero, or, you don't see any of that. That good news doesn't sell.
Mhm. It's happening. They just don't talk about it and show it.
Yeah. And yeah, I just brought up Twitter, and that's all I see is that drag queen thing.
Yeah, I don't know why their board of commissioners or whoever makes up those decisions. I don't know where they come up with these ideas.
Well, that's the thing. It's, the evil stuff is nobody cares anymore. It's like, oh, you know, they don't think about it anymore. It's the norm. Satan is out in the open and nobody cares. Oh, I can't play that though because the music. That was a good video.
I wonder if they have like sometimes when they have these events, there's like a theme to it, I don't know if
Yeah,
they announce what their theme or what their idea was for this Summer Olympics.
who knows with that? There we go. The guy's trying to trick his dog. See how well this turns out. Who got tricked?
Yeah.
Huh. He want to play that? Fine, I'm gonna eat his cupcakes. See, we need more of that.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is cool. Share this one. Them things go fast.
Man. That's insane.
How they can see where they're at on the field, I don't know. To make the turns and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Man, that is fast.
Mm.
I don't see how they see where to turn and stuff because they're right low levels, so they can't see up high and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how they would see.
Yeah.
You know, here they got an area cleared off where if you got like drones or like people with like airplanes and stuff, they go out there and fly. It's pretty cool to watch sometimes.
Thought that was April. When was Kennedy assassinated? I thought it was in April.
Uh
59 years ago. Yeah, makes you wonder. In broad daylight. Was it November?
November the
Huh.
22nd.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was April. Maybe that was Martin Luther King was in April.
Lincoln's was April the 15th.
Might have been April.
Hmm.
Well, here's an old picture. See who can name all these guys in this picture from right to left. Ready?
Oh yeah, Bonanza.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I can't remember his. I always remember him as Paul.
Yeah. Can't remember their names.
I know Adam. You know Haas.
Yeah, Hoss.
Oh, Ben. Yep. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what is his name because I can remember his name. I always remember them calling him Pa or Dad.
Yeah, oh bonanza.
Yeah, that was a good
That was a
show.
good show.
Yeah. Lauren Green. Yeah. Miss them good old shows.
It's just so many shows. It's
Oh yeah.
man. It's the only good thing about it. Some of those platforms they'll put all the episodes out at one time, so you could just watch them as you feel free.
Yeah. That's like Freevee or something like that. Um Little House on the Prairie, you can start at the beginning and watch every episode. I think I'm on season 4 or 5 now. And I don't like watch it. I'll pop it on and watch a couple here and there. Um, Comment above. Um, is that the one you're talking about?
No, I didn't get to sing happy birthday to him. I have to do a belated happy birthday duet.
Yeah, he. Well, maybe this is him. And well, I know now you're not going live.
Obviously.
He messaged me back. No, probably tomorrow night. Oh,
I don't even think we're supposed to get into the 90s tomorrow.
oh,
That'll be
really?
kind of nice. Yeah, but it'll be muggy though. I already know. It'll feel like the 90s. But they said it ain't supposed to rain tomorrow, so be able to get some stuff done.
And that's well, and I said this earlier. Why is Snoop Dogg carrying the torch? You know, he never did anything sports except for in high school. So I don't think that would qualify him to be, a, somebody carrying the torch.
I don't know. That's like you've seen who the American flag bearer was for representing America was, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
it's,
Oh,
it's LeBron.
oh God. Of course.
Supposedly, the teammates and other people they voted him as being the flag bearer for the entire country,
The
and then
one
he
that
did it.
complains
Yeah,
how awful this country is.
then he did his interview, I guess like at an acceptance or whatever, and oh man, it was funny.
Oh, um, the girl, the swimmer, she took a knee during the national anthem because of the trans things. The men coming to the women's because they can't
Yeah,
handle the men's stuff. And the Grimes lady that went to prison in Russia
yeah.
was complaining about it. You should stand up and have respect for your country.
Yeah, she's been kind of quiet. I think she's representing the women's team in basketball, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think she's on the Olympic women's team.
Yeah, she is. And the All-Star team spanked their butts.
Yeah, I seen that. It's kind of a cool format how they do it. The Olympic team versus kind of like the up and coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than the NBA. They play around and goof around the whole time and don't really play defense or anything like that. They let people take shots, and that's
Hardly
like,
any defense.
yeah, that's like the football one. It's no wonder nobody watches it because you don't really play anything.
No, they
Yeah,
don't even.
definitely is. Way upside down. The whole world's a Mandela effect nowadays.
Mandela's been Mandela'd.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
FBI director suggests Trump's ear just spontaneously exploded.
Spontaneously combusting ear.
Okay. Very interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, I
It's like
thought
when
this
I was
was
a kid, they said that on TV, something about spontaneously combusting. And I asked my mom, I said, what is that? That's it's when you just randomly explode for no reason. And oh man, it freaked me out. I'm like, I don't want to spontaneously combust. That's not that. No, let's not do that. Well, if you don't act right, it could happen.
Here's the meme of the day. This is true.
What movie was that from? 'Cause that meme's been around for a while. I can't
Yeah, I
think of the
know.
movie.
I don't know. I think it's a Phoenix one. Phoenix Rising or Phoenix something or other. Or Raising Phoenix, something like that. Might be, I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's been constantly putting out movies. I mean, they're not like big box office movies,
Oh
but
yeah.
man, he puts out like 2, 3 movies a year. It seems like still.
Well, I have to put this one up here too. Not because of what I just seen, because it reminded me of 101 standing next to what? But it says Joe Biden last week and Joe Biden this week.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. Then from
Oh boy. Yeah. Won't show that one, but it's true. Yeah, that's about true too. Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot on everybody's asking the same question: why is Snoop Dogg carrying the flag? Or not the flag, but the torch.
I mean, I can't think of a clear reasoning for it. I guess because of the icon symbol. I don't know. You know, even if you never heard his song or nothing like that, I mean, most people have heard that name. I don't know.
I am going to show you this. This is at the ceremony. This is looks like some demon carrying a wand.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, what does that have to do with the Olympics?
I have no idea.
They're getting bolder and bolder with their ritualistic symbology.
And it says, I am watching the Paris Olympic opening ceremony to find out when the next pandemic is and what they have in store for us. Remember, everything is scripted. Yeah. I'm guessing those are ghosts flying around.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with, Olympics? A big demon sorceress or something?
Yeah. It only leaves you to wonder. I forget what time they started. I think they said it was around 11 or 12 Eastern time. So whatever time that would have been in Paris when they started their opening ceremonies earlier today.
Um,
I think they're like 6 hours ahead of East Coast time.
yeah. Yeah. I remember the hospital bed thing. Yeah. But it does look like, they're pointing at just one thing. It's Satan is the main subject of the Olympics this year, it seems. Oh boy. Each time I see that.
Yeah, because I know they announced, I don't know, several years ahead when the next city will be. They have the Olympics. So I mean, obviously they have time to
Oh
put all
yeah.
this type of stuff together. And that makes me want to go back and look up the opening ceremony of the '96 Olympics when it was here in Georgia. Pretty sure I could find a video on that.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and you determine what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this. And note, it is on water. Yeah, walking on water.
This is Yeah, this is pretty creepy.
Yep.
How much?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right there, the pale horse.
Yeah.
Apparently, more than 50 kids from Snoop Dogg's junior sports program made it to the NFL. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, he does do good stuff and whatnot, but to me, you know, I don't know. They were always there, like Ali. I mean, he could barely stand, and he actually lit it. Do
Yeah.
do do we know who lit the the main one?
Today?
Yeah. Please don't say
Oh,
LeBron.
no, actually, I don't know. Let me look.
See, now that's somebody you would know. Oh, Muhammad Ali, yeah, that makes sense. But Snoop Dogg, really? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch the ceremony now.
Okay, it says it was a duo. It was a woman and a man. The woman was a retired French track athlete, and the guy was a French judo champion.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, but still doesn't make up for the boogeyman and the other stuff.
Yeah,
Or
that's really weird. Oh, oh man, it is. This is what they are talking about. Is let me see if it's a different horse. No, it looks like the same one. Somebody says it's they're bringing out the fourth horseman. Now, if they had all four horses doing that, then that would be freaky. I mean, it's already freaky enough, but yeah, I think I'm. Oh,
man, makes you wonder what type of imagery they've used in previous Olympics. We just didn't see it, or something else took the headlines at the time,
yeah,
And they, I mean, it's in plain sight. People was there watching it live.
yeah. I mean, you could look at it that way, but you have a lot more seals and things before, and just like when everybody's freaking out about Trump when he got shot and then healed, everybody's thinking Revelations 13. There's a lot you can't skip ahead to different spots then go back and forth. It's you have to start from the beginning and work your way through.
Yeah, if Paris wasn't already a hot spot for already recent activities.
Yeah.
Man, feel bad for the normal people that's just trying to live their daily life through all that chaos.
Yeah. Is Biden supposed to be going to France for the? Oh no, he's going to Camp David.
Yeah, I don't think he can make it.
Yeah. He's
At this
wearing
rate,
his USA jacket.
at this rate, by the time he makes it to Paris, he'll be as tall as me. Who is this guy? Is that Larry Bird?
Yeah, this about sums it up right there. I hate it takes so long to share something. Somewhere between 1959 and 2024, things went
Oh
terribly
man.
wrong.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man. It's funny, but it's true.
yeah.
It's just like the other day. Me and my mom, we went and got something to eat together, right? So we went. I forgot what happened. I said, "Man," I said, "the guys. I see more guys with pocketbooks than I do women these days." My
Oh,
mom said, "You got that right." I'm like, I don't know.
yeah. Well, come on, let me zoom in. It's not gonna let me. But if they're both 6 foot, you draw a line over here. Huh. That's at least 4 inches right there. He grew overnight. And it looks like as wrinkly as pants are, his legs got shorter, but the rest of them got longer.
Look at his arms. His left. Look how much longer his left arm looks than his right, or it could just be how he's holding it.
Yeah. It looks like his elbow is way down here too. Look,
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's
his,
about to touch his left knee.
looks like his elbow's down here. What the heck is going on?
Oh, that don't
I
look
don't
right.
know. Yeah, that's weird.
Then when they showed when he sat at his desk, whatever desk he was at, from the other speech to this speech, thought like the pictures was in different places and stuff. And
Yeah.
uh, I didn't see this live. I just seen of somebody doing a video where they showed it. And I
Well,
said,
that was this morning.
what could be the purpose of that? You know, why would you? Why would the pictures be moved around?
Yeah,
Stuff like
that's
that
what
don't
I
get
was.
moved around.
Why are the why there was different pictures added? And it's like really strange. And his watch was a different time than when his speech was, so it wasn't live unless he just has a broken watch, which that's not all it's broken.
Yeah, I don't know what would be the purpose of that. Because yeah, usually when they have those type of backdrops or whatever, even when it's pictures, it's always in the same spot. You know, seem kind of weird. Man. Oh, they're in the back rooms cooking up a scheme for this weekend. They're like, what can we drop this weekend?
Yeah.
What could possibly happen?
I think that's about it that I see on Twitter, that is. Oh, I'm actually live.
Live
Oh,
on
there's
Twitter.
nobody watching me on Twitter tonight? Oh. Yeah. I didn't give too much of a warning. uh 5'7"? I thought he was taller than that. And yep, there it is. Social media users point to Revelation 6:8 after Paris opening with rider on a pale horse.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff before that, though. I know it's kind of seems like that's where they're pointing to, but there's a lot more stuff that has to happen before that. I mean, missing a lot of stuff. And I can't get over the FBI saying that Biden or Trump's ear imploded.
Yeah.
Why they trying to make it that he didn't get shot is it's got me on that one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard of the spontaneous exploding ear.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, everybody's going on about the phony call from the Obamas that Harris took when she put the phone up to her ear when the speaker was playing the phone call and she has a mic on. Why do you have to hold up the phone like you're talking to somebody? Yeah, there'll be a lot of people out there, saying, "Oh, he didn't really get shot. His ear imploded." Yeah. Tell that to the firefighter tell that to the family of the firefighter. That he didn't really get shot. And in the media's version of the story and everything, they didn't even have the right people in it. That there was somebody in the military and a doctor that was trying to revive him. The one bald-headed doctor was sitting there doing CPR the whole time until Secret Service or whoever it was took the body and ran with it because they thought that was the shooter. And that there was reports that when they went up and grabbed the body, one said to the other one, "Is this the shooter?" And the other one said yes, and they yanked him down and ran into the tent.
Mm.
That's how misinformed that they were.
Doesn't he have another rally tomorrow in Pennsylvania, or is that next weekend?
I
Next
don't
Wednesday.
know.
Oh, I think it's
Yeah.
Wednesday, they said.
But I do know that he's not supposed to do any outside ones anymore because he doesn't trust the Secret Service. Which I don't blame him. I mean, how do you not put people on a roof that is that close? It's silly, and that's the thing. When he rode his bike over, he had two book bags. He left one book bag next to the bike and carried the other one up to the roof.
I don't know what was the purpose of that.
Well, I don't know. My thought was it was a way for him to get away. Set something off where the bicycle was, and then run. You know, but
Yeah.
because there were devices made, and he's never and there's no searches for it or anything like that. How to build one, but he built 3 devices,
Huh.
according to the last we heard, if that's even true.
Yeah, that would make sense. Anytime something violent, like something happens, they always would search, did this person search how to do something, or
Yeah. And I want to know what this number is that went to all the places that he went to, and also into DC next to one of the FBI offices. They know who it is because they can, that data is available unless it's a burner phone that is untraceable, which is possible. But that information may never know about, or it'll just vanish. Because they started at his home, and they said there was 9 devices within the last month that were in that location of that house. So either he was outside or the front yard or in the house. That other devices. It also went to his work, the rally area, and the range. So in DC. Makes you wonder, because the more that we find out in the last couple days is he wasn't alone. He didn't do this by himself.
did it ever show his device going to DC, or just the secondary device?
The whatever the other device was that was in those areas. Not him. Yeah.
Handler, maybe.
Who knows?
Oh.
It's hard to say nowadays. Evidently, Trump vows to return to the site of the assassination attempt. I don't know what the purpose of that would be. Unless he just going to look things over and see the spot that he, that the shooter was at and things like that.
Probably, yeah.
Hey, Chicken Noodle Girl. That sounds good. You know what I miss about Phoenix area is ponchos. I remember when there was only one ponchos in Phoenix, and then they started branching out, and because when there was only one, it was very cool because once you got done with your first plate, then you could order anything. They had this little flag, a Mexican flag that you pulled up, and it would raise up in the air, and that meant you wanted to order something, and they would go and get you whatever you wanted because it was all you can eat. And I'd sit in there for hours.
I bet that was some good stuff.
Used to wear them. Yeah. Oh man. And then whenever I went back to Phoenix a few years later, I found out they had ponchos up at the one mall that was in a big circle. I forget it now. But they had one there, and you went through a buffet thing, a line, and you picked out what you wanted. And then whenever you wanted something, you didn't get no little flag. And I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks because I like that little flag. The one down on Van Buren Street when it first opened, they had that little flag, and I went in there and ate so long they stole my flag, wouldn't let me eat no more. I was like, this is no fair. I want my flag back. So we closing. You don't come back no more.
No flag for you.
It's still on Central? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one thing the first thought I have when in Phoenix was that. In the concert where it's up on the hill, we would go to concerts, and they had really big concerts. You could set up on a hill, and for some reason there was always somebody that drank way too much, and you'd have to watch out because they'd roll down the hill. They'd lose their balance, and all of a sudden you'd see them rolling down the hill. you'd hear a noise. Well, and you have to look behind you, make sure you wasn't going to get hit. And the Civic Center. Oh, I went to so many concerts there. A lot. Oh man. And I would go to some that I didn't even like their music. I would just go just to because I could get backstage and stuff most of the time, and I would just go just to go because it was free. Because my friend worked as security and let me go in anytime I wanted to. So I had a schedule of all the bands, and I'd mark out which ones I wanted to go to.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Where is my American flag made? The one I put out on the porch, it's made here in Coshocton. We have a American flag company here in Coshocton that makes flags.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, if you get behind in on the live, if you look toward where your volume and stuff is, there's a little thing that says live. If you click on it, it'll jump you ahead to the what we're live about. It'll bring you to the front. Uh, actually, my son, both my sons actually worked there. One didn't work very long, but my other one worked there for about 8 months, and then he went into the service. Yeah, they actually make some of the flags for the NFL and stuff for the big flags.
That's cool.
Yeah, you figure that one out. You let me know because my son has bought stuff in Japan, and I send a pack of seeds 2 states away, and it costs more for me to send seeds than it does for something to be sent across the world. Makes no sense.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds fun. Even though it'd probably take me 10 shots to get a par 5 nowadays. I still have my set of golf clubs sitting over there. One of these days I might actually go at least go to the range and hit some golf balls.
Been a couple times. I had enjoyed it. I wasn't really that good at it, you know. Not like anything, you'd practice more, do it more often, but I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I used to when I first started, I had issues using the woods. The driver and the three wood and stuff like that. I would use my 3-iron and hit it harder and farther than everybody was using their driver.
Mm.
And I found at a yard sale a 2-iron, and that's the only club I would use to drive. I used to for a par 3. I would actually use a 9-iron for a par 3, but I would put it up on a thing. I can't remember.
See,
Yeah, yeah. I would put it up on one of those and use the 9-iron and drive it that a good par 3. It would go. I mean, you couldn't see it. It would go way up and then plop right down on the green. I love par 3s. One time, I hit a par 3, hit inside the cup and bounced out.
mm,
They said that just hit the cup. I said, I got a hole in one. No, it popped out. I said, it still counts, doesn't it? I never did find out if it counted or not because it went in.
there's
I ended up getting a birdie on it though.
a bunch of golf courses here in the area.
Oh, you got
take
some
your
good
pick.
ones down there.
Man, of course you got the Masters, but it's tough to get in there to play around. You got to know somebody that knows somebody, but there's a bunch of other ones that you could open to the public. It's nice.
Yeah, I used to go to the one. I think it was on Central or 7th Avenue. I don't know. I can't remember exactly where it was, but you'd go across the street to the other side. The other 9 holes was on the other side. I can still remember pretty much on the first 9. I remember all the holes on the first 9. That's where I learned to play golf. My uncle said, "You ought to go golfing with me," and I said, "That's a stupid game. I would never get into that. It's too slow, and I'd fall asleep." And he said, "I'll let you drive the cart." Okay.
Shoot, yeah.
Oh man, I got in so much trouble because there's rules when you're playing golf and using a cart. You're not allowed to drive on the green. I would get up
Oh,
there and
yeah.
do donuts on the green. What are you doing? Get off of there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just watched one of his where he got an eagle, and he's playing with a professional golfer, and he just plumped that thing up there and got on the green and popped it in and just walks away like it's a Tuesday.
I don't know for sure, but I'd be willing to bet he's played at the Masters.
Oh, probably. He's played in all over the world, different golf
Oh,
courses
yeah.
and stuff.
All the top spots.
Yeah, and I bet you his rallies and stuff that he does. He goes, well, that's on Tuesday. I'll be able to get in 18 holes over here. I bet you he plans where he's going and to where the golf courses are. And that's the thing that got me. Everybody was complaining when Trump was president about him playing golf. And he paid for the golf himself. He didn't, like these other presidents, get paid vacations and this. Trump paid for all of his stuff. He didn't he didn't go and, well, taxpayers will pay for this trip or whatever. He took his own jet and traveled to the golf course and did the 18 holes and paid for it himself. I mean, they keep coming up with different reasons why not to pick, why we shouldn't be voting for Trump. Trump is the only president that didn't start a war or was in a war, wartime during his that right there speaks volumes right there. And look how much Biden has cost us with the war that he's paying for another country to fight. It's makes no sense to me why one person would go vote for Harris or Biden, either one. They're all in the same boat. Yeah. I was going to play it, and then I said no because it's too disgusting. Just reading about it and seeing what was on the cover, I couldn't do it. It's disgusting. And then we seen the demon puppet thing with the wand and the horse that's running on water. Yeah, I'm not watching the Olympics. Yeah, that's way too far.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and they're already saying Harris is already going to screw up getting hostages because they were in talks about getting the hostages, and Harris is stepping in and it's going to ruin the whole thing and it'll end up getting them killed.
Where's
Just
this
so
at?
she can be like, "Oh, I stopped it. I stopped the conflict over here." I'm surprised. Well, she's on the phone, so she hasn't found where the conflict is. That'll probably take another couple weeks. She never did find the border.
Man. Gets the
Yeah,
nomination. I wonder who her VP will be.
yeah. There's a lot of talk about that being another woman or
I have no
who
clue.
knows. There's a bald guy. I don't know what his name is, and there's a few of them. I did see Warner Brothers is suing the NBA over broadcasting rights and stuff. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, they're going through some type of big legal contract deal. And supposedly TNT, they're not going to have the games anymore. They've been
Yep.
airing them since forever, you know.
Yep. When I watched it back in the day when it was actually basketball and not pansies and
Yeah,
flopping down and everything. See that if the head guys of the NBA seen people do that, they should suspend them for 10 games or something like that. You that would end it right then and there, or dock their pay for $100,000 for acting like you get hurt or something like that. But they don't say nothing about it. They don't get fined or anything. It's like, oh, it's basketball.
Yeah.
That's not basketball.
Yeah. Them flopping is about as physical it gets for them anymore.
Yeah, we seen that earlier. Biden's in his USA Olympic jacket.
Mm.
4 inches taller too. Yeah,
I don't know.
he's been gone for like a week, and then he comes back for a couple days, and he's gone again on vacation.
To be honest, I don't think we'll see very much of him between now and election time. Not
Yeah,
like we've been seeing little snippets or whatever it is being presented. Because they were supposed to have a second debate, so I'm pretty sure there's no point in having that now. That got canceled, I'm sure.
yeah, it'll be Harris and you know the stuff that'll come up over that if he makes her look bad, then he's going to be um, you know going to making a woman feel bad and stuff type of thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think
Which
there's nothing she could do to make herself look good.
if she's going to be a president, she shouldn't be getting her feelings hurt or whatnot. And you can't be doing the female card because you're not a female, you're not a male, you're a president.
Yeah.
There is no race thing or sex thing there. And there are countries that won't talk to a woman. So I don't know how that's going to go if she would become president.
I have no idea.
How does that work when they go to meet each other and she goes to shake hands? They're like, uh-oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the whole phone call with the Obamas and stuff that was phony as could be too. That was recorded message, already recorded message and everything. It was. I'm surprised she's going to say, "Well, you're on recorder" or something like that. Like he almost said with Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on about the 9/11 thing.
What's that?
All the video I showed this morning, the bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because evident, and why did it just now appear is what I want to know. Not that it just appeared, never before seen before. Why? I want to know why. They just release it all of a sudden because we're getting close to knowing something
The
about the
anniversary.
Trump thing? Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they do stuff like that. Yeah. Especially during this time, and then I guess getting close to the anniversary of that event again. A little over a month. Don't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, and they're saying, and I can't say it, but I'll just say Neo, and you know what the rest is. Some of the Ukraine uniforms have that SS of World War II period times. So they're adopting that SS for that branch of service or um, squad or whatever you want to call it, whatever they call them over there.
Huh.
And it looks almost identical to the World War II ones.
I guess that's what all them billions that got sent over there will buy you.
Yeah. Well, they were already there. They actually came from Germany. That's where they escaped to.
Yeah, people fade away, but those certain type of ideals like that, they don't ever really go away. They just go to a different location or time.
Yeah, every time you turn around, the news updates to something else. Uh, yeah, everybody's making predictions and stuff for the election and everything. Remember 2020. That's all I got to say. Oh, ambulances.
You see something about a altar, some form of altar that was discovered or dug up.
Not that I know of. The only thing I remember here recently was the the wall things from the when the angels came down and took out that army. That's the only thing I remember here lately. That they proven it actually happened. There's actual evidence that it was written down. It's not hearsay in a Bible. Now they actually know it actually happened.
I put that one link I found it came out yesterday. I hadn't really dug too much into it.
Folius site covered up by graffiti. Oh,
The only reason I found that is because I typed in the top trending things, and the one thing that I pulled up, it showed Christianity trending as number 4 on Twitter. So I
huh.
Googled it and seen what news came up, and that's what popped up.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about where he was buried and whatnot, where he rose and all this. and different people there say it was here, and some say it was there. I don't know. But that's what the picture you're showing is. This is where thousands of people come to see that.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
And they say where he was crucified, down below where the his blood trickled down, and that's where the ark is supposed to be, or was supposed to be hidden, or something like that.
Hmm.
Hey, Bubba. I don't know if I sent you a link or not. I can't remember if I hit everybody on that list or not. Let me look. Yeah, you got a link in your email if you want to come up there, Bubba.
It's like it's been a while ago, but it was watched this mini documentary, and at one point they were talking about this place in Ethiopia. I think it was Ethiopia, and it's this small church, small building, fenced all the way around. And there's like just one guy that lives in there in his whole life, and he's supposed to be guarding a book or some type of artifact that's supposed to be real sacred. I don't know if you ever heard about that, but the whole village and the people around there, they believe in Christianity and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Especially the stuff that's going on over there at Olympics right now. Ooh, boy. And I'm sure in the morning we'll see a bunch more by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched this documentary, but this guy was kind of, he leaned to, and I don't have nothing against Catholics or anything like this, but he leaned toward that religion and stuff. Blaming it wasn't the Romans that crucified Jesus and stuff like that, and they had nothing to do with it, and so forth and so forth. But anyways, he went around showing different areas where it was written that Jesus, the gardens and different fishing areas where this is where he could have found Peter and Andrew and some of the other ones. Maybe that's, and because it's written, that's about the area it was in and stuff. And it was cool being able to see, that the way the land was over there and stuff, way it could have been back in them days. And the one that got me was the garden with the olive trees in there. Still the same olive trees.
Hmm.
They were extreme. They had rocks holding the limbs up. They built them up to where they would hold the limbs up and stuff. And they blocked it off because people were cutting branches off and taking them and grafting it into their olive trees at their farms and stuff, so they could say that that's the same olive tree that Jesus touched and prayed in.
But those are some good olives.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
It'd be
bet
nice
you
to try.
it would be nice to visit the area, but there'd be a lot of places you couldn't go, you know,
I was just
especially
thinking.
now. And right there, they still have attacks coming into Israel and whatnot. But it would be nice to be able to visit all those places, just to be where Jesus walked and whatnot.
Yeah, it would be.
And like walking from Judea to Galilee and taking the long way around, just to walk it, go across the river and travel all that ways around Samaria and all that, just to walk it. That would be so cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, just to witness how it would be to walk that. Yeah, and even visiting the Red Sea and everything, because they've got it all marked out, where they believe uh, the sea was parted and all that. I mean, that would be so cool. And I would, and being able to go down in a scuba gear and stuff, and I wonder how they keep people from taking that stuff, or if there's any left anymore down there, because
Ain't no
they
telling.
say you touch it and it just dissolves. The old chariots and stuff.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you disturb it, yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder how it's. Do they just, take pictures of it and stuff and hope nobody messes with it anymore? That they found it. 3 Gatorade stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would actually have to wear that kind of stuff over there, because you would roast up. Not
Yeah.
used
You
to it.
have to stay covered up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was kind of curious, because you see all these people protesting in Pennsylvania and DC and everything. And they have all these head garments that they're wearing and stuff to cover their face and whatnot. I'm like, I wonder where they're getting these. So I went to Amazon and seen um I typed it in and boom, you can buy them on Amazon. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why is Amazon selling those?
Oh, yeah.
Which it makes sense. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. That's about as bad as that they are selling T-shirts. Um, that what would happen if the bullet did actually kill Trump. They are selling the T-shirts. The only good Trump is, you know, and that's on Amazon too. I'm like, how are they selling that? Because that's a hate thing, isn't it? To me, that sounds
Yeah.
like hate.
Yeah, you could replace it with a different figure, and yeah, it'd be a totally different scenario.
Yeah.
But
Oh. Well, it's about that time. It's 11 o'clock. So, dang, that's almost 3 hours, isn't it? Dang. Went a little bit
somewhere.
overboard. I thought somebody was going to be live tonight, but he changed his mind, I guess. So we might see 101 live tomorrow night. So be on the lookout. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the stuff that just went on in France with the Olympics. Revelation's going to be going crazy because I've already seen it on the news. They're quoting 6-8, so you can just imagine what's going to be in the next couple days with the Pale horse running on the water or walking on water, I should say. Yeah. And then the drag queen Last Supper thing.
Oh yeah. Man.
Oh. And that's like I was going to play that, and I said no, I don't even want to look at it. Just the image of the picture showing on the post, I was like, no. That's just disgusting. And that's going to be all over everybody's feed for the next couple days. Is
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff.
I was just looking up some of the Olympics, and that was like the second thing that popped up. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's, oh man, with the drag queens. It's
Some words can't describe some things.
Yeah. There going to be a lot of prayers going tonight about that. Oh boy.
Definitely.
Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end it. Let me go ahead and hit the outro because What Life always likes to be last. So
Here we go. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Have a blessed weekend.
yeah, God bless.
Hey guys, thank you all for making Bushcraft great again. Let's continue to support him. Let's go. Bushcraft. Thank you for all the support. See you on the next one. Bushcraft.